Greetings from Bulgaria. My name is Vulkk, and in this video I would like to introduce before you and talk a little bit more about the skills and combos available in Mass Effect Andromeda. You might have seen my first beginner's tips video from a few days ago, and now I would like to expand a little bit on top of it and tell you a little bit more details about what the three different skill trees are and what benefits you would get from playing with them. First, a brief look at the skills user interface. On the top left corner, we've got the three main categories: combat, biotics, and tech. You can place as many skill points as you wish. Skill points are rewarded as you level up, and in huge chunks, by the way. You can spend as many skill points as you wish in any of these three categories. Nothing is locked. You can have as many as different combinations as you wish, and nothing is stopping you to invest maximum amount of skill points, all of the skill points you have available in one of the threes. Or if you prefer, you can divide them in different ways. I will tell you a little bit more about profiles later on and how profiles enhance your single tree devotion or hybrid kind of class specialization. A couple words about the three different categories. Combat is the conventional type of soldier, enhancing weapon performance. Skills, abilities, and powers in Andromeda are pretty much the exact same thing. For the biotics, this is currently my favorite build, and I've been playing most of my games so far, 30-something hours, as a biotic specialist, an adept profile. I've invested maximum amount of points to upgrade 3 of my skills plus a passive, and that's how you upgrade. Actually, we've got 3 main categories with abilities, and each one of these categories has separate different trees with skill points that you can invest. After rank 3, as you can see on the screen, rank 4, 5, and 6 give you different options. You're asked to choose one option or the other option depending on your playstyle and preferences. The biotic skills are actually the closest description to a magic wielder or a magic kind of a player to classic MMO games and RPGs. The third tree, tech, is about debilitating or debuffing your opponents, buffing your teammates. You can have up to 2 teammates in a Pathfinder group when you are exploring the new worlds. And the tech skills benefit from advanced technology to enhance your weapons and capabilities. You are allowed to spread fire on your opponents or freeze them up if you prefer, and other kinds of combinations as well. Now that I've mentioned combinations, I would like to talk to you about priming combos and executing or detonating combos. For that, I'm going to use my current build and active abilities and talk about Singularity specifically, because Singularity is one of the abilities that primes for combo. Skill combos is something that has been a part of the Mass Effect games in the past, but if you're totally new to the universe and to the Mass Effect game series, you probably don't know what that might be. Some skills are primed for a combo, which means they have to be used first. Other skills are a detonator to a combo. If you perform certain skills one after another, like for example, if you use Singularity on an enemy or on your target or targets, and then use Shockwave or Throw, Singularity is a prime or preparing for a combo ability. Excuse me, and Shockwave and Throw are 2 abilities that detonate the combo. If your target is affected by Singularity, the Throw ability is going to detonate the combo, thus giving you much bigger benefit in terms of damage, control, and possibly one-shotting many of your weaker kinds of opponents. These combos are extremely powerful. They can have different outcome. For example, you can one-shot your opponent because of a huge damage boost from the combo. You can freeze your opponent or put them on fire or do some other nasty things to them. A couple of words quickly on the favorites. I've touched on that topic in my basic tips video, but I will tell you a couple more words. First, you don't have to worry about favorites in the beginning of the game, because I suggest, and you will probably realize by yourself, that it's not a good idea to spread your skill points on various kinds of abilities and have them all on rank 1, for example, because that doesn't really benefit you in your whatever playstyle you choose to have. So my advice is to stick to one set of abilities, at least for your first maybe 10 or 15 levels. Then attempt to start spreading your skill points and attempting to play hybrid profiles or something else. The favorites menu consists of 4 different options for 4 different favorite presets. They include the 3 slots. You can only have up to 3 special abilities put on a keybind and usable at any given time during gameplay. So a favorite includes 3 of your special abilities and 1 profile attached to them. You don't need to have a profile attached to them, but I'll tell you more about profiles in a moment. For example, if you have specific favorite set of skills for enemies that are armored, you might want to use it. In the same fight, there might be an enemy or a boss or a group of enemies, or after that fight, there will be a group of enemies, for example, that are shielded but not armored. You might want to switch to another favorite and thus immediately, very quickly perform different kinds of abilities and chew through your opponents, I should say. Every time you switch between favorites, you can do that in combat, but every time you switch between them, there is going to be a few seconds of cooldown, so you can't actually use 3 abilities, then switch the favorites and use immediately the next 3 abilities. There will be a downtime in which you will be forced to use your weapon or melee hand or something else. A couple of words on the profiles. If you want to learn more, I highly suggest you check down in the video description for the written guide or the video guide where I've talked about profiles. Profiles are unlocked as you spend points in the 3 categories: combat, tech, and biotics. The profiles are unlocked automatically, and they're also leveled up automatically. The more skill points you invest into any or all of these categories, the higher automatic rank you're going to receive. Since in this build, when I'm recording the video, I've been spending all of my points into the biotic category, I've granted myself rank 3. Each one of the ranks in your profiles will grant you different kinds of bonuses and a passive boost. Soldier is the profile suitable for combat players. Engineer is the profile suitable for tech skills players. Adept is for the biotics. Sentinel, Vanguard, and Infiltrator combine 2 of these 3 profiles available, which means you have to spend points in at least 2 of them. 3 points in one tree and in one category, 3 points in the other category to unlock these specific profiles. The last one, Explorer, is a jack of all trades, as it says here in the top right corner, and it requires you to have at least 2 skill points in each one of the combat, tech, and biotics categories. It is the most complex, probably the most interesting. I personally do not like it, but that's entirely up to your personal preferences and whatever you want to do with your game. That is it. I would like to remind you that down below in the video description you will find playlists and links to various videos, guides, tutorials, and of course my live playthrough that is currently happening. Depending on when you're watching the video, it might have already ended. Might be a second playthrough or walkthrough, God knows. I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you found anything useful inside it. If you have any more extra questions related to the skills, the combos, and anything else about the game, I would be happy to be able to help you. Don't forget to throw in your like to show that you've appreciated this video. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe so you can catch all the new releases about Mass Effect and eventually other games or things that I'm doing on my channel. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Click the like button and help me out. Visit my website vulkk.com for daily videos and news. To help me improve and expand, consider becoming my patron with a small monthly pledge. And stay in touch by following me on Facebook and Twitter.